Rounding out our media day will be head wrestling coach Eric Keller.
I guess I'll just start off talking a little bit about the message that we've been sending to our guys. And it started last spring when we got back from the tournament. And, you know, the message we wanted to get loud and clear to them was, number one, that moving forward, we're not defending anything. The national title was ours. The 2016 national championship's ours. But that is behind us now, you know, and that we're looking ahead. What are we going to do to win the next one? And, you know, a lot of the teams that got trophies last year returned about everybody. And, you know, we wanted to make sure they understood that message, because it's going to take more to re-earn what we did last year, you know. And the good news is we only lost 3 guys. The bad news is all 3 of those guys were national runners-up. And so, you know, it's a motivated group. You know, we're 4.5 weeks into practice. I like what I've seen as far as mentality and fight, which for us, that's everything. You know, that's the message that we talk about every single day is how you come in and approach each practice. And that's kind of what the focus has been, is just daily, every single day coming in on a mission. And that's what we've seen guys do. And, you know, we've got some good leadership. Eric DeVos has been a huge leader for us. You know, Arnolfo Alea, the way he trains every single day, doesn't say a lot, but the way he trains. Lance Evans, just some good upper-class leadership of guys that are highly motivated, and you know, they don't want to take a step back. They want to find out how good they can be, and that's kind of the other thing I like about this group is they want to put their own stamp on things. You know, they want to find out how good they can be and what their stamp can be on D3 history. And so they're training that way, and they're motivated. I really like our young group. They inherently came in from day one and have battled, you know, and sometimes freshmen can come in and take a back seat sometimes to guys, you know, especially when they have guys that are at the national caliber at their weight, and these guys haven't done that. They haven't taken a back seat at all. They've came in every day and fought, and you know, I mean, that's one thing we talk about is we don't care what the score is in this room. You know, when we're in practice, all we care is, did you fight throughout the whole practice? And that's what we're seeing out of our young guys, and it's exciting because if they continue down that path and continue to get better, good things are ahead for them. So, you know, we start out our season at the Luther Open, which has been a high-level tournament every year. I've heard that Iowa's coming back this year, so you'll have a good mix of about every division there. It's a good way to start the year off and find out where we're at and what we got to do. And these guys are looking forward to getting going. You can just tell. I mean, this is our 5th week of practice, and they're ready to compete. So, any questions?
So, can you just quickly go down the lineup? I know there's some guys moving around. Just a real quick recap of what your
for sure
potential lineup could be.
For sure. Arnolfo Alea, 125, was 5th in the country last year. He's currently ranked 4th, and comes back a lot stronger than he was last year. You know, I mean, from where he was at this point last year to where he's at now is a completely different guy, and we've talked about that with him. And he's just physically stronger too. So excited for him. Another 25-pounder we have is Connor Cleveland from New Hampton, who is kind of what I was talking about with these young guys. You know, he's battling every day and getting better every day, and excited for him. 33, Connor Campo, returns for his senior year. Didn't have a great national tournament last year. Had a great season, but not a great national tournament. And, you know, he's starting the season out up a weight at 41, and he'll work his way down. He's currently ranked at 41 right now, 7th. But some other good young guys, Tanner Terry from Texas, he's in there, sophomore, and Dustin Reed, he's in there, also a sophomore that they'll be battling for time at 33. 41, Kaz Ono is out for the season with an injury. He was a match away 2 years ago and didn't qualify last year, but he'll be out. Cross Canone, who had a great freshman year last year and is actually currently ranked at 49. He'll work his way down to 41, but he's ranked at 49, at 7th in the country. So 49, returning national champ Kenny Martin will be back at semester. There's some other guys in there. Blake Meyer specifically, who's a sophomore and one of the hardest working guys we have in our room, and excited for him. 57's one of those weights that we graduated, a national runner-up. Drew Wagenhofer was second last year. We have a few guys in there that are competing for that weight. Brady Meyer was a senior from Sumner, who's, he beat several ranked guys last year throughout the course of the season, and another just hard-working kid, and excited about the opportunity ahead for him. Logan Thompson's a transfer, and I like what I've seen from him so far in the room. He comes every day and is on a mission, is very consistent. Shea Hartzler was a state champ last year for Linn-Mar, freshman. I like what he's doing in the room. Young man John Junk from Ohio, another young man in there that's at that weight that's battling. So you got a handful of guys in there. That's probably one of our more wide open weights, 57. 165, Trevor McLaughlin from LaPorte is in there for his sophomore year. Kyle Briggs from Cedar Rapids Jefferson's battling. And then at semester time, Andrew Steyert, who was 5th in the country in 2015, will be back. So excited to have him back. 74, Eric DeVos. I know I mentioned his name, but he's last year at this time was coming from not competing for a year and a half, 2 years. I mean, he'd been out for a while. And, I think it took him a lot of the season to really, more than anything, gain confidence. And it's good to see that confidence is back. And, he trains consistently at a high level every single day. He raises the level of our room. I'm excited for him because he didn't get what he wanted last year at the national tournament. And, I know that still eats at him and drives him every single day. And he's a man on a mission. And so excited for him. Some other guys that are in there. Bryce Dewey, young man from Louisiana, was 65 last year, had a really good freshman year. He's up a weight now at 74. 184, Brian Levson from Bettendorf was a match away, lost in the All-American round last year at the national tournament, currently ranked 4th at the weight. Really another situation where the guy's driven, he was right there last year to place and has gone through the summer with having that in his mind and motivating him and driving him, and has came in this fall a different guy, and excited for him. A couple other guys we have at that weight. Tyler Lutz is showing some really good things in the room right now. Freshman Brian Burns has done well. And then Brennan Schatz, another young man who's came out after football has been over each year, playing. He's currently in the football season right now. So 197, Kyle Fank, currently ranked in the country 5th. Last year he had a really, really good sophomore season. In fact, he only had 3 losses all year. 2 of those losses were to Roman. the guy on our team that was national runner-up. So, and the one loss he did have to somebody else in Division III was to a guy that was an All-American in 2015. So I'm excited for him. He's training at a different level right now, which is what he needs to be doing. You can see that it's a different Kyle Fank, from a year ago to where he is now, and that's exactly what needed to happen. And so excited for him. A couple other guys at that weight, Zach Lamphere from Olwine, hardworking kid that trains at a high level every day. And then we have a transfer in there, Bo Wellman from Wisconsin, Whitewater, who transferred in. Heavyweight, junior Lance Evans was third in the country last year, and just really got better every single week last year. Just continued to get better. His confidence grew, and he got stronger. He got bigger this summer, and he's. I know his sights are set high, and he's a consistent guy that trains at a high level. A couple other guys we got in there, Michael Yeatman from Louisiana, and Caleb Stack from Waverly. So, we got a good, well-rounded room. Like I mentioned earlier, it's a motivated group. And, there's some times where you're trying to pull guys along to get them to train at the level that you expect every single day, and that's not this group. This group, they bring it. They bring it every day. And as a coach, that's exciting because obviously we got work to do, and they know that. They know they got to get better. But when their mentality is there and their minds are right every single day when they come in, that's stuff that's hard to get out of guys, and they're bringing it every day.
For one, you mentioned everybody on your roster. That's impressive.
That was kind of a long answer to a short question, but
where's Andrew Steyert's health at?
It's good. He's cleared and he's ready to go. It's just a timing thing now of getting him back and getting him ready to go physically. But he's good. I'm excited for him.